Your body, just like your truck, performs best when it's maintained, not repaired after something breaks. You get that. That's why you don't skip inspections. You don't ignore warning lights. And you don't wait for a breakdown to take action. Preventative maintenance inside Project 61's 5 axles of health works the same way.
Most of the health problems that end trucking careers don't show up overnight. Heart attacks and strokes, diabetes, lung disease, they all build up quietly, mile after mile. And by the time they cause problems, the damage has usually been building for years. So preventative maintenance isn't about fear, it's about staying ahead of problems. It's about keeping yourself in the driver's seat instead of reacting once something forces you off the road.
Preventative maintenance comes down to a few key principles, and the first one is simple. Know your numbers. Again, what gets measured gets managed. And if you don't know your numbers, you're guessing. And when things are unknown and you're guessing, they can catch you off guard.
Here's how you should be thinking about your numbers. They aren't there to label you or judge you. They're there to give you insight. They show you what's good, what needs watching, and what needs some action. That turns your health from confusing to manageable.
There are a few core numbers every driver should know. Your blood pressure, your A1C or blood sugar, especially if you're diabetic or pre-diabetic, which unfortunately, truck drivers have the highest rate of diabetes compared to any other occupation. Your cholesterol, your weight, or your waist circumference. Knowing these gives you a baseline, a starting point to make informed decisions about your health instead of avoiding the topic altogether.
The second principle is using the healthcare system before you need it. And this is where a lot of drivers get misled, because a DOT physical feels like preventative care, but it's not the same thing. Your DOT physical's job is to answer one question. Are you healthy enough to drive a commercial vehicle safely? That's it. It's a safety screen, not a long-term health plan. It's designed to protect the public and keep you legally on the road today. And that's important, but it's not the same thing as preventative healthcare.
Preventative healthcare keeps small issues from becoming career-ending ones. And it looks like this: a yearly physical with a primary care doctor, annual blood work or labs, seeing your specialist regularly if you have a diagnosis. All of this isn't about overdoing it. It's about catching things early when they're easier to manage.
And this matters more than most drivers realize. About 42% of DOT physicals result in a 1-year med card or less. That's usually due to unmanaged or undetected health issues. Preventative care is how you stay ahead of those instead of reacting to it.
To make this work with a driver schedule, batch appointments whenever possible. Schedule your physical and labs on the same day. Use downtime at truck stops or shippers to book appointments. Leverage telehealth when that makes sense. Download Project 61's free driver health app and use our health guides to see exactly what screenings and checkups you need. It's built specifically for truck drivers.
The third principle is all about following through. If your doctor prescribes treatment, you should follow through on it. Not because something's wrong with you, but because you can't sweep problems under the rug and pretend they don't exist. That's like seeing a check engine light on in your truck and hoping it's just gonna go away. Your doctor is showing you what needs attention and how to fix it. So follow the plan. And that includes medications. Take them as prescribed. Don't skip a dose, don't stop without medical guidance. Taking your medication as prescribed by your doctor is one of the easiest ways for you to stabilize chronic conditions, feel better day to day, and avoid long-term health conditions.
To make this easier on the road, keep a weekly pill organizer in the cab. Set phone reminders, check refills before you leave on a trip, and use national pharmacy networks so you can get refills anywhere.
The fourth and final principle is to avoid the obvious traps. Not everything in trucking is in your control, but smoking and drinking alcohol are. So let's talk about smoking. Over half of truck drivers smoke. Smoking dramatically increases the risk of heart attacks and strokes, lung disease and cancer, severe sleep apnea, and just general fatigue and feeling tired nonstop. If you smoke, quitting is the single most powerful move you can make for your health. And quitting works best with support. I would talk to your doctor, but you can also try nicotine patches or gum, smoking cessation programs, having some accountability through a coach, and reminders in your cab of why you're quitting. Again, think of that picture on your dashboard. It's hard. I'm not downplaying that, but it's worth it. Trust me.
Now let's talk about alcohol. Drinking less alcohol almost always means better sleep, better recovery, and clearer thinking. The goal here isn't perfection, it's reduction. Where alcohol really causes problems is when it becomes part of how you unwind or fall asleep. A drink might make you feel relaxed at first, but it actually fragments your sleep, slows recovery, and leaves your nervous system more on edge the next day. That's why a lot of drivers notice the biggest improvements when alcohol becomes something they have once in a while, not something they rely on. Even cutting back a little here tends to make everything else work better. This ties directly into recharge and mental drive. Better sleep, better recovery, more emotional control, clearer thinking behind the wheel. This one change can have an outsized impact on your whole health.
Here's the big picture to lock into. Preventative maintenance isn't flashy, but it's protection. It protects your career, your health, and your future. It's not about fixing everything at once. It's about knowing your numbers, using the healthcare system early, following through on your doctor's recommendations, and avoiding the obvious traps.
Preventative maintenance is the same principle every great coach lives by. Fundamentals win championships. We want you to nail the fundamentals because most of the time, it's the basics done consistently that change everything.